I'm like peeing on myself because I can't hold it.
Hey Women's Health, this is Valentina Shevchenko and you're watching My Best Flex.
And we're gonna vote on the best response. I have so many. I think I'm gonna win this one. I don't know. I got LeBron James, Zendaya, Drake, Reese Witherspoon, Jen Aniston. I mean, I don't know. What you got?
Oh my God. I say my list is not gonna be that impressive.
Who you got, V? Come on, who you got, V?
I have all fighters. I have John Jones.
Oh.
I have Notorious. I have Dana White.
Oh, I got Dana too. Okay, well, I don't know. You got all of the UFC and I got half of Hollywood. I don't know. I think we're even.
Depends what we gonna be like taken for the measure, right?
That's right. I think this one is a tie.
It's one very tough to answer, I would say, yeah.
I think it's a tie. This one is a tie.
I cannot say this was like the funniest joke what I heard. When I just started to cut weight, it was like a very young age. I started like, my first weight cut was at 14. And definitely when you cut weight, you have to cut all sweets, no eat any like sugar, something like that. And my coach, Pavel, he told me, okay, Valentina, now you will have to cut your sweets. And I was like saying, yeah, perfect, I will do that. And then he catched me like eating the jam. And I was like, and he was like, I told you don't eat any sugar. And I was like, but it is a jam. It's not a sugar. I was 14 years old, and since then this joke it's like persistent me, like it's just follow me everywhere. And I was like, can I eat that? But it's not sugar, it's a jam.
It's a jam. This really wealthy guy was trying to find a husband for his daughter. So he called all the eligible bachelors in the neighborhood to come over to his house. So when all the guys got there, he said, okay, whichever one of you guys can swim across this pool the fastest can have my daughter's hand in marriage. Now this guy is loaded, okay? So all these guys want this girl because the dad is a billionaire. So the one thing he said, but the swimming pool is filled with 2 crocodiles. But whichever one of you can make it across this the fastest can have my daughter's hand in marriage. And before he even finished saying the speech, all of a sudden, we hear a splash, and then they look, and a guy is like swimming his ass off. He is like beating the crocodiles. He's swimming for his life. He gets to the other side. He gets out, and he's like, oh. And the father says, oh my God, you have won. You can have my daughter's hand in marriage. And he said, I don't care about your daughter's hand in marriage. I want to know the name of the that pushed me in.
Definitely Halle is a winner.
I'm gonna go with myself for this one, because that is my favorite joke ever. And everybody always laughs.
I totally agree with that one. I totally agree. Seriously. No against.
I've been asked to be married, like for real once. True.
No doubt.
For real?
No doubt.
Got to, I was like, really, for real? They're like, for real. I don't know you, but for real.
For real.
Like, and I think he was for real. Like, for real. He thought that was the way to do it.
I think the guys, they are kind of like very crazy about it, because I also like was having like few guys who was through the years, like sending all kind of stuff, like commenting, even like poemas, something like that. One of them, he was creating a YouTube channel, like speaking, just like sitting there and saying about how he spends the day, what he did, and like the funny thing is that he had followers. Like a woman, like women who just was following him and listening his like things what he was doing during the day, and I was like, is he crazy? It's like, yes, looks like he was crazy. But then he disappeared. disappear. He was not commenting anything, like no poems anymore, no like saying like I'm entirely in love with you, like disappear. And I don't know what I think it was. He got married. He found the one from the followers, and he was like happy now. I didn't have a wedding proposal. I didn't have. I give this one to Halle because it's kind of like if a man take action for real, it means yeah.
Oh, he was for real, for real.
Yes, it's
I
mine.
think he was for real.
I give it to you.
I'll take it. I can play the flute. That's a hidden talent because nobody's really heard me do it other than my family.
Very fair.
What's your talent? Your hidden talent.
I kind of like not try to hide them.
Oh no,
I just was
your
trying
talents
to
are out.
share. I just trying to share every talent what I have.
But you have to have something nobody knows you can do.
I like to clean the house.
To clean. Oh, she wins, hands down.
I don't know.
If her hidden talent is cleaning the house, she wins.
I just find it's like so peaceful, and I just put my music, and it's kind of like same time meditation, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have to speak with no one, and you are actually creating your space. Being beautiful, like the energy what you want to put. So yeah, definitely this is my hidden talent. But I want to go to work.
If that's her hidden talent, she wins.
I take it. I will vote for myself. Yeah, I know like maybe half of women are gonna hate me now. Oh, I remember. I remember my embarrassing thing. It's like it's still persists in me, and it's following me through the years. About 15 years ago, I was judging a championship of Taekwondo. So there was a very good fighter who definitely gonna. It wasn't like professional fight. It was like championship, and there is like competition, few fights during the day, and you kind of like you move toward your first place. And there was a guy who was like a perfect style, like amazing fighter, like, and I was respecting a lot, and I was judging him. He was clearly winning the fight, like no doubt. It was not even like questioning. He was winning. And then it was a system when you lift the flag with red or blue, the corner, red or blue. And I was like, after like you lift, referee declares the winner. So we was like how many? 3 judges at that moment, and everyone lifts their flags. Definitely that guy won, and I hear the announcer said, okay, he won by split decision 2-1, and in my like inner voice like saying, who's this stupid judge who give him loss? And then I look at my flag, it was my flag. And the most embarrassing for me that I knew that he knew I give him a loss, and he kind of like, what is that? And it, definitely I didn't have a chance to explain what I meant.
Right. Well, mine is not nice. So I was driving somewhere, and I have a hard time holding my urine after having a baby, so I'm driving to an event. And I don't realize that I'm like peeing on myself because I can't hold it. And I get out of the car and everybody's there to see me, and they're like, oh my God. At once, everybody looks down and my whole front of my pants are wet. And I had no idea that I just peed my pants on my way to this dinner until I got out of the car. I didn't even feel it. That's how loose everything gets sometimes right after you have a baby. So I get out of the car and I get out, and they're like that. And they're like, oh my God, what happened? And I look down and I just thought, well, I'm not gonna go all the way back home. So I just walked into this thing and I just owned it. And I just said, you know what? It's what I got, and that's how I'm rolling in tonight. And the whole night, I spent the full night explaining to everybody this embarrassing moment that I just peed my pants on the way to this dinner. I think giving somebody a losing score when they should have won is pretty embarrassing. I couldn't help what I did. She could have helped what she did.
Oh, yes.
So that's why hers is more embarrassing. She could have done some. I was, it was out of my control completely. I didn't even know what happened.
And the entire people, the whole championship that was looking at me at that moment, they was thinking about me. Not the best thing.
She was an asshole. They felt sorry for me.
And for me, no,
had pity on me.
Yes, I would vote for myself this one, yes. I'm sorry, now taking the moment, I want to say to that guy, I'm sorry, it was not my fault. It was the flag fault.
See, she's still embarrassed by it. She wins. Oh, Halle, I'm so happy to be here on this movie with you. I'm so happy to be here. We work so hard. We're going to do so good job. I'm so happy, Halle.
Is it me?
Yes.
Am I sound like that? Really? This is how I
To me.
This is how I sound. I hear myself differently.
You're gonna do good. Is that Catwoman?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
What is that from?
It's a Catwoman.
That's Catwoman?
Yes.
Okay.
I vote for myself this one. Yes.
Well, no, can I vote for myself? Then we'll have a tie. I'm going to vote for myself because that is how she sounds.
Yeah. You. No, it's the same order. It's harder than I thought. May I spell it like a normal order? A, B, C, D, E, F, G? No, I cannot do that. I cannot
Oh
do
God,
that.
we're gonna bomb out on this
Yeah.
one. Z, Y, X, X, Y, Z, Z, Y, X, V. I can't do it. I got 4. We tried.
I will do this one for Halle.
I got 3 letters. Thank you, everyone. And I would say don't ever try to compete with me because I will not lose. Losing is not a part of my vocabulary. So do not ever try to compete or flex in front of me.
Not even try.
Don't do it.